Hi crypto fans, welcome to CCS Cryptocurrency State. My name is Santiago, I'm a web developer and investor, and in today's video we are going to cover Avalanche AVAX token. We are going to see some price prediction from different analysts for 2022 until 2030, and we are going to cover all the most important news right now on TA. We are going to see what patterns are we right now. We are going to cover the summit that is happening right now on Spain from Avalanche, and all the news of the ecosystem from the last week. So this video will be super important if you are interested or if you already hold AVAX token. Before we begin, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, click the bell to get the notifications, and without anything else, let's go into it. Hey guys, well, AVAX has been doing it great. Actually, it's in the position 10 of the total crypto coins in the world. So at some point we were at $90 with almost a 30% up in the last 7 days. Right now we are in a slightly correction. But many things are happening on the ecosystem of AVAX Avalanche. Right now we are at the summit on Spain. This is from March 22 to 27, so many things are happening, all is sold out, many interesting speakers are going to participate there, and many sponsors there will be there. So this is a great week for Avalanche in this aspect. The summit, it will be one of the biggest events of this week. You can see how it was prepared and how is right now people assisting there. Many interesting topics are being discussed on this summit. The most important news of this summit has been already told here, and Avalanche announces this new Core wallet, which is called Core, which has a Bitcoin bridge at AVAX Summit. The pair of product upgrades are meant to boost Avalanche DeFi's ecosystem. So the Avalanche bridge to add native support for Bitcoin is expanding opportunities for BTC in Avalanche DeFi. And this is very important because there are not many wallets that you will be able to move Bitcoin around. So the Avalanche bridge will expand support for the Bitcoin network, enabling Bitcoin holders to securely transfer their Bitcoin onto the Avalanche public blockchain and use it within Avalanche DeFi ecosystem, which currently has nearly 16 billion in total value locked. Actually, it's not that much. We are going to see that upon launch, which is expected in Q2, so there will be, I think, a nice hype around this news, and Q2 is just around the corner, so this is great. And Bitcoin will join Ethereum as supported networks on the Avalanche bridge. Also, Avalanche has another exciting news to add a new sponsor, which is Nestify. Nestify is a build, manage and monetize your portfolio. It's a DeFi social trading platform based on financial NFTs, now partnering with Avalanche. And in this article, CryptoPandy explains why Avalanche is positioned to grow exponentially. And one of the big things that he mentioned is this multiverse incentive and price action. And this has been in news a couple of days ago, which Avalanche introduced this multiverse, a 300 million incentive program focused on accelerating the adoption and growth of subnets. Multiverse is focused on supporting new ecosystems, including blockchain enabling gaming, DeFi, NFTs, and institutional use cases. So many things around Avalanche, and we can see now that Avalanche has almost 11 billion in TVL. This is a total value lock. I recommend you to follow this at defijama.com. The TVL is important in any blockchain because it will give you the capitalization of money that blockchain is held in. So right now, across all the applications, all the blockchains that we have in existence, we have 215 billion. Most of that is from Ethereum. Half of that, you can see Ethereum has a 120 billion of that. Then we have Terra Luna with 27 billion, Binance Smart Chain 12 billion, and then in fourth position we have Avalanche with 11 billion. We have also Phantom and Solana with almost 7, and another networks with less than that. So Avalanche is really good positioned, And top 10 already entered again, and 4th in the Avalanche total value log. Also, in another news, Subqueries expands data indexing solution to Avalanche, and Subqueries is a Polkadot leading data indexing solution, and the expansion to Avalanche is set to benefit developers by handling millions of queries. After expanding to Avalanche, the Subqueries team expects a similar rollout to another 4 other layer 1 blockchains. So yeah, expansion and interoperability. Avalanche is really good expanding that part of the ecosystem. And even if we have been sideways from the beginning of the year and with a couple of bad news in the crypto space, you can see how GrayScale Investments creates smart contract fund for Solana, Avalanche, Polygon and Cardano. And this is in the week of the SEC ETF rejections. GrayScale is launching an altcoin fund focused on these 7 major blockchains. So always remember, do what they are doing and not what they are saying. Even if there are a little of down sentiment and downtrend on the crypto space, you need to focus on the infrastructure that is built around all these technologies. In another news, we have this AvalancheFomo. This is truly an hybrid ROI DApp project built on the Avalanche network. I am thinking to do a specific video of this because I will put the link on the description if you want to read it. But basically with this DeFi application, investors can get 112% to 564 return on investment in 14 or 28 days, from 8% to a 20% daily. So this is insane. This is super insane. So I will probably cover this in detail if you're interested in that. Please put your comments below if you want me to do a video about this AvalancheFomo application. You will be starting to contracts on this the 21st of March. So it's better if we are ahead of everybody. So put your comments below, and if you are liking this content, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, click the bell to get the notifications, because I will always bring you my honest opinion and quality content. And moving into a couple of more news, Avalanche founder reveals why AVAX price is positioned for exponential growth. Even if, of course, is one of the founders talking about this, he has very good points. And many of the NFT space, Metaverse and DeFi is growing very exponentially on Avalanche blockchain, and those are most of the reasons. And we have this weekly Avalanche update with the DeFi expanding on Avalanche. We have DeFi trends expand to Avalanche. This is a AI powered analytics platform. Also, Wildlife Studio signs for the Multiverse program. This is one of the world's foremost game developers. So this studio is already part of the Multiverse program that Avalanche launched with those $300 million. And also Stick Wallet launches liquid AVAX staking via Banky. And Ford Lost Wars to offer location-based NFTs. So many news, and you can see how they are partnered with 34 of the best AVAX projects in the space, gifting NFTs, token merch, and more that attending can be mint IRL at the pool. So great, amazing news for Avalanche. So let's cover some TA now of Avalanche. So at the time of recording, AVAX price is at $83. I am seeing daily candles against USDT. And right now we are in a symmetrical triangle with these purple lines that I put in the chart. You can see how we have rejected here on the all-time high, almost $150. Then we have been rejected here, and recently on the couple of last days here. So this is our very big trend, which is acting as resistance. And as support, we have these two touches here. But like always say, you need to extend your lines first to see if you have more confluence on that point. Not only connecting the dots of the recent price action. So if I do that with that line, you can see that was resistance at the beginning of this chart on 2020, support on this important level because this has been a very big uptrend, then was support and resistance here, almost acted as support here. We can also consider it actually because we don't use exactly the line, so it's more like a zone. So after that we have these current points of support. So I will say that this actually increased the validation of that line as support for this chart. And this symmetrical triangle is a very known pattern. We are coming from a price action from the down and entering into this symmetrical triangle where you will have this descending upper trend line and the ascending lower trend line. And once we break from this, we could consider this like a continuation pattern. We have more chances for that. And because the price is going up, probably that will be the trend. But in a symmetrical triangle, you have more like a 50-50 chances. So we could also, of course, going down. So what levels to see? Well, we have this yellow line, which was the local top here in September 2021, and was resistance here first, was support, 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 also support here on February already in this year, and also support here in March, and resistance in March. So naturally, this $79.5 level should be support. But you can see that how this is exactly in the middle of this symmetrical triangle. So it's an interesting level to see. If we continue this pattern, we will go down here until 69, 70 also. Being above this line, it will be still good because we are creating higher lows here. So we don't want to go below 65. That will be a very bad sign, and we will be already breaking the structure of this symmetrical triangle. So we want to keep about 65 and 70 actually at this point. We also have a lot of support with the BPBR here at 66. So this level acted exactly as support like you can see here in the symmetrical triangle. Similar happened here at 50 with these wicks. And we are expecting also resistance at the $87.90 level, which is what happened here. You can see this trading volume here. We have a peak here on the BPBR, so this was resistance. So in order to continue this pattern, we want to see the breakout of the pattern with volume. If we go to the upside, the bullish scenario is going above 99. So yeah, we need to go above $100 to be really bullish on AVAX right now. That will be creating a higher high prior or these lower highs. So holding support above this level is very important. You can see how was resistance here, resistance, 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 and resistance. So holding support here is super great. And I think the best strategy is to enter at the $100 level, because you will have actually to go back to the all-time high, almost a 50%. So if you held support on the $100, it's a very great entry point to go long on AVAX. Below that is a little more risky, so if we break this to the upside, I will wait still and see how we act until the $100, or maybe enter some long position just for this $10 with some leverage. But the best level here for a bullish scenario is be above of the $100. And from the downside, I already mentioned the $70, the $65. And just let me put some Fibonacci extension here from the all-time high to this local bottom. You can see how, for example, the 0.382 Fibonacci extension level is really with the same BPBR level here. So this is acting as resistance right now. It's a strong resistance. So the first step, it will be go above 90. That is super important in this chart. And then the $100 level is corresponding with the 0.5 Fibonacci extension. So all these extensions are incredibly magically aligning with a strong support and resistance areas. And here on the downside, the 0.236 is at 75. So we are expecting support at that level. If we check very quickly the AVAX against Bitcoin, you can see that this chart is super healthy. AVAX has not been losing much value against Bitcoin, and that is not usually the case with altcoins at these levels. In 2021, you can see from July, we were parabolic against Bitcoin. We can see that AVAX did like a 700, almost 800%. But from January, this is the end of 2021, when we have an all-time high against Bitcoin, we have been sideways. We went down first in January, but we recovered. And we have here a 12%, 18% down from the all-time high against Bitcoin. That is not too much. So right now AVAX is a strong coin, not more strong than Bitcoin, but really didn't affect it too much. We can compare this with Ethereum, for example. So holding AVAX is a great position even against Bitcoin. And the important levels, of course, in the support area is very obviously this level, support, and resistance here. So if we break this to the downside, I will go out from AVAX and move into Bitcoin. But for now, I think this could continue sideways in this channel. And finally, guys, what you're expecting, let's check the Avalanche price predictions from 2022 to 2026. Of course, these are not my price predictions. I really don't like to do that because you can see how in the history of YouTube channels, all YouTubers have been wrong with the price prediction. Nobody will admit that. But I really don't like to do it because it's unpredictable. We don't have a crystal ball, so we will be sure to use the TA in order to make trading decisions or money decisions. But this kind of price prediction, what could happen of AVAX token in 4 years, are super speculative and I don't trust on them. But it's interesting to see them anyways, and these have a couple of analysts, so we are going to check that. If you're liking the content, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, click the bell to get a notification. If you're not new here, welcome to my channel. I will bring you always honest and very good content because I really care the community that I am creating here. So please like, subscribe, it's free for you and helps a lot, and you will see the benefits of being on my channel over time. So Avalanche price prediction for 2022, they are expecting $100 for the end of the year, actually from $72 to $100. I think that is already super conservative. $100 is the level that I show you already in the chart here. So we need to break this green line on the chart. And I really think that with a little of momentum, if we break to the upside and Bitcoin even go to $47,000, we are going to go above that level. So being that to the end of the year for me is conservative, but we need to see what happens, of course. For 2023, they are expecting a price action between 112 and 155 being the upper band on the price action of that year. 2024, the maximum expectation is at $300 and the lowest point it will be $160. For 2025, by the end of the year on the fourth quarter, they are expecting $450. And for 2026, the price will go between $500 and $700. So from here, if you invest in AVAX, in 4 years, the price action it will reach $700. So this is more than 7x. Actually, it's like 9x almost. So an investment of 4 years and having 9x on the price, actually, even if you consider these prices conservative, it's a very good investment. It's a very good investment with low managing risk because it's one of the biggest blockchains in the world. But again, we don't know what could happen in the crypto space in 4 years from here. If you think backwards, what the market was in 2018 compared to here, it was completely different. I was there. So from Wallet Investor, the price action for February of 2027 is $594. According to price predictions, the AVAX price for 2030 it will be almost $2,000. So that will be more than 20x in 8 years. Also super good investment if that is correct. Digital coins are expecting a $360 to 2030. I think if Avalanche continue existing at that moment in time, I think 360 is super conservative. And the price prediction for Cryptonomics, they are expecting that $700 by the end of 2026. So these are the price prediction. Anyways, even if you can consider some of them conservative, actually are good investments if these prices actually reach in these time frames. So guys, that is all for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Remember, before we leave, like the video, subscribe to the channel, click the bell to get the notifications. Follow me in Twitter at CryptoState. I post a lot of news there daily and things about charts that I don't mention in many videos. And I comment charts or things about different coins. So follow me at CryptoState. And I hope if you are new, subscribe to the channel. I will bring you quality content for you. And thanks, and I will see you tomorrow with a new video. Bye.